This is the best muscle building framework that you can follow. Look, in case you don't know who I am, my name is Jose Rodriguez. My channel serves one purpose, and that is to help you on your self-improvement journey. And this is how I do it. Look, it is no doubt that in the self-improvement journey, one of the biggest things you want to increase is your appearance, right? And having a nice base of muscle or having a lean body does that. So, when we're on this journey, we must build muscle. There's 5 things you must keep in mind when you are going through this muscle building process. First one that we're going to talk about is the training split. Look, there are a whole lot of training splits out there, but the best one is push-pull legs. Essentially, PPL, push-pull legs, is a 3-day cycle. In that cycle, you train push muscles, which is your chest, your triceps, and your delts. You train your pull muscles, which are your back, your biceps, and your traps. And then on legs, you train legs, right? And they're separated by muscles that are used in pushing motions and muscles that are used in pulling motions, right? So it's really convenient because you don't have to be switching, different muscle groups when you're doing your exercise. So it gives you a layout and the muscles you're going to work that day, okay? So you follow that one, and that'll be the first thing. Number 2, the second thing you must focus on when you are trying to build muscle is progressive overload. And the picture that I'm going to put right here, that is a prime example of progressive overload. But as you get stronger, you must increase either the reps or the weight that you are pushing in the gym. Essentially, as you get stronger, make the workouts harder, because if you don't, then you're going to stay stagnant. You're not going to improve. Another thing you need to take pay attention to. Number 3 will be schedule incorporation. If you don't make it a worthy part of your schedule, if you don't make it something that you can stay consistent to, there's no way that you are going to build muscle, because it's going to become a one in a blue moon situation. It's become something that's out of reach, or that's within reach, but you simply don't want to reach for it. So the key, you can do it, but it's not part of your schedule. It's not something that you set time aside for. So you end up not doing it. You end up thinking, hey, I don't have time for it, or I have other priorities other than this, and I don't want to. So schedule incorporation, make sure it is a worthy part in your schedule. Make sure it is centralized around something, okay? Number 4 and number 5 will go together, but this is how to ease into it and how to stick to it. Look, when you're trying to do this, you are going into one of the hardest habits there is to maintain. A lot of people try to exercise and they just won't stick with it, and that's a fact. So when you're doing it, you need to ease into it. The way that I did it personally is I did 1 set per muscle group per exercise, right? So an example would be on my pull days, I did 1 set for my upper backs, my lats. I did 1 set for my lower back. I did 1 set for my outer and my inner bicep, and then I did 1 set for my traps. And it was 5 sets. It took me like 10 to 15 minutes, and that leads into number 5. Making it easier to stick to. When it is such a small time commitment, 10 to 15 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, you are able to stick with it, unlike anything else, because it's like, hey, it only takes me 20 to 30 minutes to do such thing, and I can get 20 to 30 minutes out of anything. You could get 20 to 30 extra minutes if you wake up earlier, if you stop procrastinating, if you spend less time on your phone. It is so easy to take that time out of anywhere. So when it's such a small time commitment, you are so much more likely to commit to it. So to recap, number 1, your training plan, your training split, push-pull legs. You complete that cycle 2 times a week. Push day, pull day, leg day, okay? You can incorporate abs and forearms as you see fit. I do my abs. So the way that I do it is I do push, pull, legs, abs, forearms, push, pull, legs. So I train them a little less than, but they don't need as much training in my opinion. And then schedule incorporation, progressive overload, easing into it and sticking to it. If you can master all those things, or at least have a good amount of understanding in any of those categories, you are well on your way to having an aesthetic build and staying consistent with it. So I hope you got enough value from this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you start or continue your self-improvement journey. Leave a like, leave a comment or something. I'll reply to any comment that you guys leave, and thank you. Good luck.